So welcome Nishka Sinha on our MYB channel, and let's hear from her about her career, her activities, and what is her goals in her life. So Nishka, please tell us about yourself and your career.
So I'm a mompreneur, as I like to introduce myself. I started off as a person who was in the media, worked for many years in that space, and then when I decided to have children, I took a break from my career, and did some bit of freelance work, but was trying to find my calling in life. I got that opportunity about 8 years ago when I started a company that was in the business of providing image editing services. And from then to now, over the last 8 years, I've become an entrepreneur running a business that's sort of taken a tech pivot, experience that I've not had ever before. But lots of learning over the last 8 years as an entrepreneur. I think it was a journey that was destined for me, the way I like to see it, because it's something that from a very young age as a child, even though I didn't come from a business background, business has always been in my blood. I've done a lot of little projects, started little businesses, selling, library membership to my friends of all the books that I had, doing little projects, starting a little jewelry business with a friend. And at that stage, I never realized that it was actually this real calling that I had to be an entrepreneur. So yeah, that's a bit about my journey.
Great. So what are your USPs which help you in this your entrepreneurship endeavor?
I'd say that it's really my intuitive nature. I'm very, so I tend to, work a lot on my intuition, and that helps me be, I think, empathetic. So as a leader, I tend to be someone who's good with mentoring my people. I mean, over the last 2 years that I founded Dresma, we've had very little attrition, primarily because as a leader, I'm someone who is ready to listen and in a very non-judgmental way. And I think being a mother also helps you develop that intuition and that skill of empathy very strongly. So it's sort of, I see that in both my personal and professional life, helping me really, achieve goals that I need to set for myself.
In this difficult scenario, pandemic and many other challenges, how do you motivate yourself and as well as a team of Dresma?
Yeah, I mean, this has been a crazy almost year and a half for us. We're a small startup based out of Gurgaon, and we've, as you would know, NCR has faced some of the worst of the pandemic. It's been a challenge, but I think it's also been a time for a lot of introspection. It's been a time when we have learned as a business to do things very differently. For the last year and a half, we've been working from home. And how the entire team has adapted to that mode. We run a lot of different processes. I mean, technology, and in the tech space, you hear of a lot of people working from home, but typically in the creative space, that's not very common. There is a lot of teamwork and collaboration that's required when you work in the creative space. And our business also requires a lot of that. So it's something that we have managed over the year to do. And I think primarily because as a team, we've been very open with each other. We've all shared our problems, issues, concerns, worked together to address those as much as we can. And yeah, that's what's taken us forward. I think even as a family, at my personal level, I would say, as a family, we have bonded also very closely together, because both my husband, me, and our children have spent so much time only with each other, as we probably never would have had the opportunity to do. And that's brought us together as a family. So both at Dresma and at home, I found that there's been a lot more bonding, even though virtually in a way, ironically, but it's helped bring everyone closer together. So that's really been a positive of the pandemic in some ways for us.
Tell us about your success story along with Dresma.
So 2 years, it's been a roller coaster ride. I would say we're only a 2-year-old company. Dresma, I founded 2 years ago with two of my co-founders. We're in the business of supporting online sellers to create their visual content. So we basically help them build the building blocks that they need, which is images to sell online, is what we help them create using technology. And from day one, we've been successes would be Nordstrom, Amazon, Reliance, Uran, all in a matter of a year and a half. Oyo, all customers of ours in a year and a half. So you can only imagine that it's been a tough but a fun ride for the last 2 years.
Okay, very, very good. Any message to our audience today?
Well, I hope I'm speaking to a lot of women, because I'm passionate about issues that revolve around women like me. And, all I can say is that, there are so many examples around you of people who've, without fancy degrees, without very high qualifications, gone out and achieved so much success. And I think as women, we need to learn to take on more risk, take on more responsibilities, because it's something that we can do. We are doing, we've proven that we can. And I think more and more of us need to come out and do or follow our passions.
Okay. What are your desired wishes you want to fulfill?
I would say for now to be happy and healthy. I've come out of COVID myself. I've unfortunately lost a lot of very close loved ones. And for us, I think today in the world of what we can really wish for is a happy, healthy world where all of us can live, in a content way. And I think, that's what we should all strive and work towards.
Okay. So wish you all the best. And sorry for whatever happened to your loved ones. And my heartful condolences to you. Okay. Let's go forward and take care of yourself, your family, your business, and may everything will be fine with you. Thanks a lot for joining on our MYB channel. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.